Still trying to convince the MAGA-verse that he didn't blow it on Tuesday night against Kamala Harris, even though he is clearly terrified of facing her again. The voters and voter polls showed it, but the fake news media wasn't giving the credit that was due. Wow. Remember, I wasn't debating one person, I was debating three. They should fire everybody at ABC Fake News. According to Rolling Stone, members of Trump's inner circle think another debate would be a bad idea. They say his performance was so disappointing, he doesn't know whether to call it Eric or Don Jr. at this point.
Trump's face turned as orange as a traffic cone when he heard what Kimmel said about Melania. The comedian's jokes hit too close to home this time. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. But here's the kicker. Melania's new book is spilling some serious tea. Is she finally ready to break free from Trump's shadow? We've got the scoop on why Donald's Twitter fingers are working overtime. Remember that jacket Melania wore? The one that said, "I really don't care, do you?" Well, turns out that was just the start of her sneaky rebellion against Trump's big mouth. Melania's been playing a game of opposite day with Donald's policies.
If you won't feel an earthquake if you're wearing Crocs. They act as a shock absorber, and you're totally safe if you wear them. That's true, I learned that from J.D. Vance. But wait, what happened to this guy?
Anytime, anywhere, anyplace.
Somehow you went from anytime, anywhere, any place to there will be no third debate. The voters and voter polls showed it, but the fake news media wasn't giving the credit that was due. Wow. Remember, I wasn't debating one person, I was debating three. They should fire everybody at ABC Fake News.
It's like she's got a secret checklist of ways to contradict him. Take her Africa trip, for example. Right after Trump called some African nations shithole countries, Melania packed her bags and jetted off to visit those very places. Talk about an awkward family dinner conversation when she got back. But wait, there's more. Melania's Be Best campaign is all about stopping cyberbullying. Meanwhile, her hubby's thumbs are working overtime on Twitter, insulting everyone from politicians to pop stars. It's like she's trying to child-proof the internet, while Donald's throwing a digital temper tantrum. So, is Melania secretly undermining Trump, or are we all just seeing what we want to see? It's like trying to figure out if your cat actually likes you, or is just plotting your demise. But hold on to your MAGA hats, folks, because Melania's latest move is a real doozy. In her new book, she's gone and dropped a pro-choice bombshell. That's right, while Trump's busy trying to make abortions as rare as a humble tweet from his account, Melania is singing a different tune. She writes, "Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard without a doubt. There is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth."
The voters and voter polls showed it, but the fake news media wasn't giving the credit that was due. Wow. Remember, I wasn't debating one person, I was debating three. They should fire everybody at ABC Fake News. According to Rolling Stone, members of Trump's inner circle think another debate would be a bad idea. They say his performance was so disappointing, he doesn't know whether to call it Eric or Don Jr. at this. Still trying to convince the MAGA-verse that he didn't blow it on Tuesday night against Kamala Harris, even though he is clearly terrified of facing her again.
Ouch, that's gotta sting more than one of Trump's spray tan sessions gone wrong. It's like Melania's playing 4D chess while Donald's still figuring out how to set up the board. So how's the Donald handling all this? Well, let's just say his Twitter feed is about to get more explosive than a Diet Coke and Mentos experiment. Grab your popcorn, folks, because this Trump family drama is better than any reality TV show. You think the Trump family drama is juicy. Wait till you hear how Donald's handling the late night roast fest. It's a battle of egos that's got more twists than his infamous hairdo. And just when you thought it couldn't get weirder, turns out Grumpy Trumpy isn't just mad at Melania. He's got a bone to pick with the whole late night TV crew. It's like watching a sensitive toddler go up against a bunch of professional tickle monsters. And boy, is Trump ticklish. Jimmy Kimmel, the late night jokester in chief, has been poking the orange bear relentlessly. He pointed out how Melania's been treating the White House like some fancy Airbnb.
Still trying to convince the MAGA-verse that he didn't blow it on Tuesday night against Kamala Harris, even though he is clearly terrified of facing her again. Kamala should focus on what she should have done during the last almost 4-year period. There will be no third debate. Dodging a debate makes him look like the coward that he is. So, and she challenged him to another one immediately. He wants no part of it. When a prize fighter loses a fight, the first words out of his mouth are, "I want a rematch." Polls clearly show that I won the debate against Comrade Kamala Harris.
When the First Lady treats the White House like it's an Airbnb, is that a good sign for the relationship? Kimmel quipped. Ouch, that's gotta hurt more than a bad spray tan job. But wait, there's more. Kimmel even called out Melania for skipping the traditional tea with Jill Biden. Her excuse? A scheduling conflict related to her book. Yeah, right. As if avoiding awkward conversations 101 is a real book topic. So how's Donnie Diapers handling all this comedic fire? About as well as you'd expect, with all the grace of a bull in a china shop. He took to Twitter faster than you can say cuff-F, calling Kimmel and his late-night buddies unfunny losers with failing shows. Real mature, Mr. President. But here's where it gets really wild. Trump, in all his infinite wisdom, has come up with a plan to fight fire with more fire? Yep, you guessed it. He's thinking about starting his own late-night show.
The Tan Andreas fault, our former president Donald Trump, is cracking under pressure. His tectonic plates are moving a lot lately. I guess when you eat as many buckets of chicken as Donald Trump does, eventually you turn into one. Trump had a spin out last night on his website, Pravda Social. He wrote, "People are just starting to give me credit for having a great debate." And it was 3 against 1. Trump got humiliated by Kamala, the moderators, and by himself, primarily.
Because if you can't beat him, join him and then try to beat him anyway, right? Can you imagine? The late night show with Donald Trump, where the jokes are always about how great he is and the only guest is a mirror. It's like he's trying to create his own personal echo chamber, but with a laugh track. But seriously, folks, what does all this drama mean for the future? Will Trump's TV tantrums and Melania's subtle rebellions impact his chances in 2024? Or is this just another episode in the never-ending reality show that is Trump's life? One thing's for sure, this political soap opera is far from over. Stay tuned for more laughs, more drama, and probably more tweets. So this whole Trump marriage drama isn't just juicy gossip for us to laugh at over our morning coffee. It's like a ticking time bomb in the world of politics. Melania's sneaky little rebellions and Trump's temper tantrums on TV might actually mess with his chances in 2024. I mean, who wants a president who can't even keep his own house in order, right? But here's the thing, we've seen crazier stuff happen in politics. Remember when everyone thought Trump's grab 'em tape would end his career? Yeah, that worked out great. So who knows, maybe all this drama will somehow make people love him more. It's like the world's weirdest reality show and we're all stuck watching. One thing's for sure though, this Trump show isn't going off the air anytime soon. So grab your popcorn, folks. We're in for a wild ride.